So without much ado, let me start over by asking Aman, who works with NSE, on, I'm a little confused about why passives are turning active. Smart beta sounds like a very much of a factor fund, sounds very much like an actively managed fund. So please tell us what exactly is a smart beta and how does it work?
Sure. Good afternoon, Prem, and thank you for having me here. So the critical difference between an active fund and a passive fund, or an active strategy or a passive strategy, is, as was also previously discussed in one of the panels, was the stock picking acumen. Is it left to the fund manager? Is it more discretionary in nature? Or is it rules driven? Now, traditionally, when this entire passive space started, it started with a traditional market cap based strategy where the factor for selection of stock was size. So for example, Nifty 50 has the top 50 blue chip large cap companies in India. It is also a factor index in a way. Why? Because the factor for selection in Nifty 50 is size, or liquidity, or free float market cap, and so on and so forth. So size being the factor, that there's no discretion around selection of stocks in the Nifty 50. Now when you graduate from there, from a traditional market cap based stock selection, we get into more adventurous space within the passive. One could be sector or theme. So for example, the bank, IT, consumer durables. These are sectors where you would want to have exposure to. Now there are two ways of doing it. You ask the fund manager, here's my money, please invest that into a sector active fund. An other way of doing the same thing, maybe through a low cost vehicle, is the passive sector fund.